Shut up, Ronald. That's how you do. This is ASMR. Play with that stick. Welcome to misBEERhavior. AMSR. So anyway, now it's time for another beer.
The mysterious beer.
Mysterious Beerious.
Let's drink some Dos Equis, guys.
Hell yeah. So I also had this other thought the other day. I forget what made me think of it.
I like it when Missy has thoughts.
I did. I was at work and I was walking, and for some reason, it was because I was talking about my my volatile explosive farts, and they were really awesome. And I was like, it almost got to the point where I was like farting away a stomach ache, and I was like, ooh, that feels amazing. And so my thought was, I was like creating a would you rather. So it's like this. The would you rather. Would you rather have extremely amazing orgasms every time you have sex, but you have to, every stomach ache you have to, it's like really excruciating and you have to endure it for the entire length? Or would you rather have mediocre sex for the rest of your life, but be able to fart away any stomach ache you ever have?
Wait, what was the first would you rather? Sorry,
So
I was concentrating.
have absolutely amazing orgasms every time you have sex, but you have to endure every stomach ache you ever have, and they're very excruciating and painful. Or you have mediocre sex for the rest of your life, but every stomach ache you ever have, you farted away, and it feels amazing.
That was timing. That was good timing for those that didn't hear. I had a nice fart.
I really feel like with the microphones, they don't pick up a lot of background noise, so they may not have heard that. We need to get a fart mic. There's a fourth spot on here.
I mean, Missy made the fart mic already.
I did. I just get a new mic and then turn this one into the fart mic.
We'll just spray paint it brown so we don't get confused.
So if they have a fart mic on your mom's house.
I remember you told me that. That's so funny.
Okay, so this mysterious Beerious.
Oh, it smells so good. Chocolate cherry.
So it is a very like...
No, it's a smoky beer. Is it smoky?
I got a little haziness for the look. We got definite like fruity smell. And there's some definite chocolate, like Missy was saying.
Okay, I can taste what it is.
Is there like a chocolate IPA?
No, kind of like.
Oops, almost spilled it. It's got a bitterness to it.
It's definitely got like an IPA taste to it. But if you like swallow it and you kind of like get air in your mouth after you swallow it, you kind of taste the aftertaste, and I can kind of taste what it's supposed to be.
I'm getting the aftertaste, but I don't know what it is. I can't figure it out.
I don't know. I'm getting
definitely a good fruity flavor.
I was thinking maybe like, see, I feel like I swear it tastes like raspberry chocolate. Is it white chocolate? It's got a.
Before I reveal it, and when you guys are ready to reveal it, I'm going to remind you of something.
There was a flavor I got.
Kids. Because it reminds me of the flavor of something that we used to.
Was it
did we, like, all three of us together, or is this just like a very common
me
kid?
and you.
Oh, that does mean no good.
I don't think you, I don't know that you were. You might have been around at this time.
Almost tastes like sour milk a little bit. Sort of milky.
There's quite possibly lactose in it. I'm not sure. I didn't look at it again.
It has a very odd flavor, and I
don't know.
Like you almost can place it, right? But
right, like it's a very distinct.
So,
it tastes very distinct.
There was a chewing gum that we were obsessed with when we were like
was it like
teenagers.
5 Alive or some bullshit?
No.
Hold on.
It was pink and blue.
Oh, the cotton candy.
Yep.
Is that?
And I swear to God, I can get that.
It does.
Taste.
I got
like
it.
Cotton candy, like some shit.
Cotton candy.
I'm smelling it now.
Sweet.
Flying monkeys.
I almost bought that the other day.
Fluffity fluff fluff dippa.
That's funny. I almost
Dippa?
bought that.
Dippa?
The double IPA.
That can art is fucking awesome.
So it's 8.1%. Strong beer with natural cotton candy flavor. And let's see if this. Is this dippa an alliterative, expletive, or a giggle of goodness? Such sweet abominations can be confusing. Outrageous with real cotton candy crystals and pinked with perverse pails of strawberry puree, The bright fruit notes of Mosaic Cryo hops with cashmere,
Oh, smells good.
Enigma, and Brew One hops bring defiant mischief to this impish, flossy fun. We've warned you before. Fluffy can be fierce. So there's the close up.
For those listening to us, the can is pink with lots of little pink cotton candy cartoon characters all over it. And the words are written kind of like on a big fluffy cloud of cotton candy.
And I can, there's still some left in here since it's a large. See, this is what sucks about these smaller glasses.
Well, we almost had the same level that we drank out of it, so it kind of worked.
So when you said that, it was like, oh, what was it? Hairless Hair. They had that bubblegum one you went and got that one time.
I didn't get to try it.
You did not get that? Okay.
No.
This is one of those kind of flavors. I was like, I've been wondering what this would taste like as a beer, and it is delicious.
So this is very IPA-ish, but I'm getting the cotton candy, very much so now, like kind of strong. Like it's pretty good. So I almost bought this the other day.
There's definitely lactose in this. There's no way there isn't to get the sweet level.
I don't know.
I don't think it mentioned
Did it?
lactose on it though.
Let's see what
It said strawberry puree.
No, maybe some of that puree sugar didn't go away.
Ingredients: water, malted barley, oats, spelt hops, sugars, strawberry puree, all natural strawberry cotton candy floss sugar. So they got the sugar in there. Sugar, natural flavors, natural cotton candy flavor, yeast. Contains barley, oats, wheat.
So
Does not mention lactose.
So one of the sugars that they added was not fructose based, because whenever you make a beer, anything fructose based, the yeast eats. So a non-fructose based sugar. Very good. Flying Monkey does great work once again.
And
We talked about them before, so they're cool folks. Was it Canada?
it's
Yes.
Ontario.
Yes.
And let me see, I actually saved their page. Yeah. Come on, you whore.
My favorite thing about Flying Monkey, I always love their can artwork.
They do have good artwork.
Like
I like them. They look
Whoever
cool.
their artist or artists are,
They're trippy.
they're fucking awesome people.
The thing that got me that I really liked on the first thing I saw on their website, it says normal is weird. And I'm like, normal is weird. And I'm like, true. Yeah. I like that. So Flying Monkey is Barrie, Ontario, and it was the first Ontario craft brewery to usher a new culture of craft brewing. So they like to brew radical beers and creative ales. They started as home brewers in a dorm room, in a garage, in a basement, in a kitchen. We all started as beer hackers, brewing for cheapness, utility, and curiosity. Flying Monkey's founder, Peter Kyoto, I don't know if I'm saying that right, sorry, learned home brewing as a little boy in his Gramps' basement.
I like it because it almost looks like it says Chodo. Peter Chodo.
It's just like that he learned it in his grandpa's basement, so it's like a family thing.
Hell yeah, right on. So, I figured it was good. Oh, so I almost bought this the other day because I was buying, I don't know why we start. Oh, I went to, Larry had the day off work and I made a lot of money the day before at work going in, getting called in and basically got an extra $100 for on-call pay and made $100 that morning and got paid for the whole shift. So I literally got paid like almost $500 to work do 12 hours between Uber and my job. So I was like, fuck yeah, dude. So I started doing Uber and he was like, I'm hungry and I got this, blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, how am I going to turn down like free food? You know, he wanted some chicken and I'm like, I love Roosters. So I went to Roosters and their beer sucks. They have a Kentucky bourbon barrel that they always have, which is really good, but I had something there that was kind of good. And then, because I had a buzz I guess I had a buzz from it while I was there. And then, you know, when we were getting ready to leave, I was like, dude, we should stop by this barrel house and get some beers. I was like, you come in with me and I'll show you what you will like. So I bought this Untitled Art and it was what was it? A pecan pastry stout, maple pecan, and it was really fucking good. And I bought another Untitled Art that was something else. It was like more bourbon barrel, and he liked it. I was like, yeah, you'll like beer. Like, there's a beer for everyone. And so I bought, like, he wanted me to buy him like 2 more of those because he wanted to get one for him because he liked it, and he wanted to drink one with his brother Eric because he knew Eric would like it. And so while I was there, I was like, oh, I'll buy a few more beer. But the other day while I was there buying beer with him, I almost bought that one, but I saw that it was an IPA. I'm like, yeah, Larry won't like an IPA. So I ended up today, I got him, well, it was the Ellicottville that we had, because I was like, oh, he'll like that. And then there was this Drecker one that we've never had, and it was, so it's like the Chonks line. It's like the cats.
Chonks are good, man.
They're good. They're all sours. This one was like a chocolate something or other, and I'm like, ooh, that looks fucking good. I didn't buy another one. And then I bought him another beer. And I'm not sharing what beer I bought him because I bought it for myself, which means I bought it for us. And it's going to be a mysterious Beerious, but oh my God, we will love it. I guarantee, I know we will love it. Just because I know we will.
So, are you guys excited for this weekend? I'm
Yes.
excited for this weekend. So, Saturday, several of us are going to be going out doing a little brewery hopping. My birthday is a week from Friday. Zach's birthday was it last weekend?
Maybe. I thought it was, yeah, it might have been like
Last weekend he celebrated it. His birthday
something.
was in the last few days. And then my buddy Chad, his birthday is right around now too. Bunch of us fuckers, beer drinking fuckers, were born in February. But normally, last year I had a big ass party where I rented out a theater and we all tried some chalky milk homebrew I made. This year I'm going to be going out of town. So sitting there going back and forth with Zach and Chad, we are all going to be meeting at Alematic in Huber Heights around noon to 1-ish.
Are we supposed to go to the Hairless Hair too?
Yes.
See, this is funny because I'm like, I almost feel like I should make Larry go with me because his birthday is the 17th, but I'm like, he doesn't drink beer, and he'll end up being the designated driver for something that's like, all these dudes are having their birthday, you should go too. And, you know, because I was kind of like, oh, I'll go as long as we're not doing anything. And I'm like, yeah, fuck it, I'll just go because we'll probably do something later that night or something. Because, well, his birthday is Friday, so his birthday is not Saturday.
Dude's totally ought to go. I am going to get on Facebook Messenger and I'm going to peer pressure his ass into coming.
I'll just,
I'm not Hairless Hair. Would he be into meads?
I think he'll like the meads because I was kind of like, well, you know, if I get a flight and we eat at the Hairless Hair, like I could get a flight each place and be moderately responsible to be able to drive. And if he gets a flight of meads, because we're going to Alematic first.
Yes.
And then we're going to Hairless Hair.
Yes.
So I feel like if we sit there and bullshit long enough, I should be able to have one flight at Alematic. And if I can't, and like if I for whatever reason just don't feel comfortable driving, he could drive us there and I could drive us home because I'll be eating at the Hairless Hair and I'll be fine to go after that. But yeah, I think that'd be a good time.
It'll definitely be a good time because this is one of us
Unless
created
he
a
has
Facebook event thing or something. I think Zach did because I didn't get off my ass and do it. And I'm like, sweet. So there's a bunch of friends doing birthday. That'll be a thing. And I will still, get to hang out with everybody and get to take my little field trip to visit Mickey Mouse.
I think it's funny that everybody has a birthday right around that time. Like, because I was like,
so what's
your parents were all having an orgy, weren't they?
Right.
So like 9 months ago.
It's like Ron could be my brother. Ew.
So like 9
Shit.
months
Well,
ago,
it wouldn't be my brother because my parents weren't involved. But
what month was it 9 months ago? May. So all of the parents were fucking like first Sparta Spring. They were all like, "Oh, it's nice. This feels great. Let's go fuck." Maybe outside, maybe not. I don't know.
In their cars because that was like, well, maybe
And
Larry was born when his parents were kind of young, so maybe they had to go find a place in a car to fuck.
Yeah, but it's getting nice out. Everybody's getting that spring fever frisky. They're like, "Let's go."
And your dad was in the fields, like your brother was in the house, and he was always bothering them. He's always fucking interrupting them in the middle of the night. So he's like, "Hey, Peggy, come out here." So he's like out there fucking her in the tractor.
Yeah, something like that.
There you go.
He's like, "Hey, you think my tractor's sexy?"
There you go.
Yeah.
He got cheated. He could have been a millionaire. He created a song-ish.
Like 30 years, 40 years before that was whoever the hell wrote that was even alive.
Right.
But yeah.
30 or 40 years before they were alive? What are you, fucking 80?
Some days I feel like it.
Because
in 1979.
So last week when we stood because Ariana's chairs haven't come in yet. It's even still today. But last week, when we stood in front of the bar, the next day Ron sent a message like, dude, I'm fucking weak. I am so sore from standing. I was like, dude, you're sore from standing for like an hour and a half? Are you fucking kidding me?
See, this is what happens when you're a IT professional and the cheap bastards won't give you a sit-stand desk. You sit there all day and you get fucking, your ass just spreads out and your body's just like, I don't want to stand because I'm fat and weak.
You need to get the sit-stand desk, and then you need to get one of those low-pro walking treadmill things that you can just walk on while you're at work.
We could get some of those, and we could just do that. Like,
the receptionist.
Dude, yeah, Ariana,
elliptical
cancel
things,
those
like
chairs.
steppers.
Cancel those chairs, and
Yeah.
we'll get the steppers.
Well, like, so since we threw down the yoga mat and we took off the shoes, this actually ain't been too bad.
It feels it feels a lot better.
I think I was just having so much trouble last week because I felt like shit, but like I don't feel too bad today.
You're like a stand every day, all day at work kind of a person. So I was like, what the hell's wrong with her, you know?
But I've been leaning the last 2 episodes. I completely lean on this, but I feel like if I'm sitting, I will also lean.
I feel like I'm like more talkative when I'm sitting though.
See, for me, I feel like because I'm standing, I'm more engaged. Like I'm less likely to just kind of trail off, go, you know?
Trail off and get on your phone because you're bored. And
Yeah,
start drawing in Ariana's couch. Draw boobs and fucking dicks in her couch like you used to.
Yeah, don't.
Just remind me.
Bitch, do not insult my artwork. I'm an artiste.
Let's see. Colton Condi. So I was also like going to say about these flying monkey guys. They've won 75 national and international awards.
So
and
is that
they've
Canadian
also,
national or American national?
I don't know. They also
A
sent
national-
a beer into space.
Oh, wow.
Really?
It's national and international. So national probably meaning Canadian national, and international meaning everywhere else and them.
You know, it's
They're like, you know what? We're Canadian, but we're just going to do this based on the U.S. because
Yeah.
the U.S. is fucking
Ronald's
awesome.
got
Well,
that
it's-
fucking USA entitlement.
Dude,
No,
he
it's
does,
not-
man.
it's more along the
Fucking
lines of like,
cis, white, gender, old, middle-aged male thinks
No,
he's better
it's
than the rest of the
more
world.
like-
It's national. It has to be from the U.S., right?
well, like it's more of a from a marketing standpoint because I think like the entire population of Canada is equal to the entire population, more or less, of California.
I don't know.
I remember reading that once. So there's not as many people in Canada as you think just because of like the wide ass area it's in. So that's a valid question because you know those guys being up in Canada, all the like trade agreements we have, there's a lot of shit for them to go shipping down here.
I still don't think it's a valid question, simply for the fact that they are Canadian. Well, it's a valid question. There's a lot less of them than there are of us, so obviously they want to get the awards for the Americans that are a lot more. It doesn't matter if they have two people who live all throughout Canada,
Canada?
Canada, and those 2 people say this beer has fully trumped every other beer I've ever
What's it
had
vote?
on several occasions,
What's
and then
that-
they voted that beer the best. If 2 people out of the whole place, because that's only the 2 people that are there, vote a beer the best beer and give them an award, they still have the award. It doesn't matter that. Well, I think we should base this on
It'd be like
population
it's
of another country,
It's a
because we think that other country definitely deserves it because they are entitled.
It's a
The
Canadian-
greatest land of all out United States.
Look, they're just America's hat anyway.
But
And then she's like, "Hey, buddy, this is from Canada. This is Canada's best beer, buddy."
if there
What are
our
you talking
hat
about,
is
Jay?
Mexico,
Is
our
that
condom.
a Canadian accent?
According to South Park.
It sounded more like you were from Maine.
Is if they're
like, come on.
if they're our hat is Mexico our condom.
No,
Yeah.
Mexico's our pants because Florida's our dick because of
I
all the
would-
fucked up people that come from Florida.
I was getting ready to ask.
And we got a small dick.
I was going
Why
to
do you
ask
think
if
Americans
Mexico
are
was
so
our butt
fucking
plug.
angry all the time?
Is Mexico our butt plug?
That's Baja, California. Just hanging off, down there in Mexico. We're wearing our pants, but it's down there in Mexico. So yeah, probably.
So basically, America is the side profile of us.
Eh?
I feel it. I feel it. California's our asshole, and the butt plug is in Baja, and Mexico must be our pants that are sagging around our thighs.
We have our pants on, though. We have America, which is...
Our penis is hanging out of it.
Yeah.
Our penis is hanging out. That's America.
Sounds about right.
Okay, we got our dick out. We got our butt plug up. We're like, we're America. Fuck you, man.
I'm gonna make a tracing and draw probably just Ron. Get like a picture of Ron's side view profile and then lighten it and then lay it over and just stretch his body to make it fit. Be like, yep, there's the entitlement of the United States right there, Ronald Lynch.
I am the American ideal.
Oh God, Jesus! No wonder why so many women are lesbians.
And I accept lesbians into my country.
Because if it weren't for me, they wouldn't be allowed here. Go Ron.
No, I just like watching women make out. Shut up.
They're not making out for you.
I don't care.
But, of course, the entitled cisgender male, white male, thinks they are. So
there was a TikTok...
So I'm going to change the subject because I'm
really.
tired of getting bashed.
Not really. So there was a TikTok video and a Facebook reel that slides past my feed, which was like... It's this dude someone was like, why do guys like lesbians so much? And there was this chick sitting there going, hey... I like chocolate. I also like chocolate. You know what make this chocolate bar better? Another chocolate bar. You know it'd be great to see these two chocolate bars at the same time. And then she starts eating them. That's how I feel about lesbians.
That's funny. But the thing of it is, women like chocolate. And women, I get, okay, so I guess, I was getting ready to try to say it didn't make sense, but not all women like women, and the majority of men like women. They would think, oh, what makes more, so that
the real question is, what about chocolate with nuts?
Chocolate with nuts.
Or dark chocolate.
I don't know, I think some ladies would like to see two dudes going at it, and some chicks would not like to see two dudes going at it. I would totally watch it.
I'd watch it. I don't know.
Or would you jerk off to it?
See, I can't take porn seriously at all.
No.
So, like I feel like if I, was to see something like that, I couldn't be like, oh, I get off to that. I'd be like, oh, I could join that or I couldn't. But I would just be like, oh, I'm going to fucking jerk off. Nah, it doesn't work like that.
So, do you have to, if you read pornography, does it do anything for you? As she's, looking at her watch going, obviously not.
I wondered why my watch is like... I feel like...
Sometimes, because then you can put your own imagination to it.
If you put your imagination to it,
it's not as cheesy. You're gonna for a girl, you need kind of a story going on, You need
right.
A backstory,
something more complicated. You can't be so the dude with the big thing just hooked up with the chick, and she's hot and he's hot, and they bang. She's got to know the guy, a story about the guy, know his credit score, know that he has a heart of gold, and that he's trying really hard, and most of his life story. Okay, now I can jerk off to him. Now I know that he's a good guy. Because he could be a bad guy and I can't jerk off to that.
He's got the heart of gold thing going on. He's trying, something like that. But,
That's so
it's
funny.
not like porn where it's here's your pizza, let's bang.
That's just it cracks me up, and I can't take that seriously. Furthermore,
Hi, this is Ron's Big Dick Pizza. Did you order pizza with extra sausage?
So years ago, when I was with Keith and his buddy Larry lived in Arcanum with his buddy Victor. I don't know whose porn it was, but it was this porn where this guy got this statue from some place, and the statue, so he had it in the house, and each time a woman come in the house and grabbed the statue, she would immediately get turned on and they would fuck. And at one point during this porn, this dude, it was a close-up of his ass. A close-up of his ass and nuts,
She got so excited she dropped the microphone. Yeah, by the way.
He was thrusting, and I was like, "This looks dumb." And Victor started cracking up laughing. He's like, "Look at his nuts!" And every time he thrust it in, they would spread out, and then they would go back in. So it was really funny looking. He's like, "They look like alien eyes bulging out."
Was I there when this happened?
No, you weren't there. You probably heard the story before. I know I've told the story.
I swear to God, this sounds familiar.
No, you weren't there.
I'm thinking about that meme that I sent to the group chat where it was the dude real hanging over that guy's shoulder while he's banging that chick, and the camera was right there zoomed in, and it was friendly fire, friendly fire.
I don't remember.
And I'm just picturing something like that, but the person holding the camera to get that shot of the nuts and the asshole, where were they sitting there with the camera to,
A good camera with good zoom.
hopefully, but someone's gonna be like, an artiste, they have to get this shot just right, and they're like laying there with like their eye in a viewfinder or some shit, and they're like got it right up underneath, like.
See, I would be that person where I'm like, I thought of this one day. I'm like, I wonder if this would be a good like profession or business venture where people want to have bed war photos. How about not bed war videos? And you could like record them and make a real tasteful porn of them, and so they could watch their own porn that they made. And
sounds vain as fuck.
Man, I would have to wax the shit out of my asshole for something like that.
Somebody out there likes that, Ron.
This would be really funny. So like a couple
Professional celebrity sex tape filmer.
A couple wants a porn of themselves. Okay, cool. But then a couple comes in and like, okay, we want this acting. And like, so the dude's Ron, and he's like, I gotta get my asshole waxed because, there's this scene where I want us to have like our buttholes waxed so we can go sun our buttholes. And so I'm like, whoa, what kind of porn is this? I thought it was supposed to like, record you fucking. Now I'm recording you guys like acting out, so I definitely start directing that
hold
porn.
My hands, we're doing this as a couple. And Ariana's like the butthole waxer. We like hold hands, and she's like,
how did I get roped into being the butthole waxer?
We're gonna have
I
somebody
get to be in the video. Yes, at least I don't have to wax the butthole.
And you just
Ariana gets to wax the butthole.
Waxing, and you're just like, this is gonna hurt a minute, guys. And like, you just rip it off both of our holes at the same time because
Both of our holes at the same time.
It's like it's a couple thing, right?
It'd be like the 40-year-old version where he gets his chest waxed.
Yes.
And she's like, I need you to cancel all my appointments. That's what it'd be like as soon as Ron pulls his pants
That's
out. I'm
great.
like, God damn it.
So the best part about 40-year-old virgin is that scene. They did not use any prosthetics. They were actually waxing him.
I know.
And that was his actual blood and his actual like real pain doing that.
That's great.
True story.
My thought is, so what's really funny about that is if I had no choice and got roped into having to wax Ron's butthole, I would make up like a story. Of course, I'd be wearing gloves, and then I would like lube my finger, be like, "Oh, I'm sorry, you've got so much shit going on down here that I definitely have to lube your butthole in order for you to like not have a bloody butthole when I wax your hair."
Out of this, Ariana? She wants to finger me. She wants
because
to finger me.
I want to be able to do that, and you'd be like, never mind, I'm not getting waxed. So then that way I would just stick one glove finger in his butthole, and he'd be like, I'm done, I'm out of here.
Yeah,
and then
he'd be like, this is nice.
What's going to happen?
This is great.
He'd be like, can you get a guy in here to wax
What's going to happen
me?
is she's like, I'm going to stick this one lube finger up your butthole.
And
she's
Ron's like,
and then
do too.
I would give him the dirty Sanchez.
Now she's gonna hit that. She's gonna hit that prostate, and it's gonna be. There's one of those fucking college movies where the kid was like donating semen or something to make money.
Road trip, I believe.
Road trip, and like the nurse was like, "Do you need any help?" The guy's like, "Yeah, she's gonna
Just
jerk
use
me
two
off."
fingers this time.
And then she like put the glove on, and like in the scene stuck the finger up his butt. And he was just like, "Oh."
Yeah.
Like it was the hardest thing ever.
That's what he did.
That's what's actually gonna happen to Missy. She's gonna have regrets over it forever.
I wouldn't have regrets because then I would be like, dude, I turned Ron gay.
Now she's like, "Hey, Missy, those fingers anytime you want, baby. Come on."
I'd be like, I turned you gay.
I'd be like, walking around wearing like a kilt with no underwear and be like, "Put your hand down, baby." Ooh.
I think it's funny that Missy's like, and I'd stick one finger in his butt, and then Ron wouldn't want it anymore. And then I'm like, no, Ron would be like, I want like 2 fingers. Like,
right.
And she'd be like she wouldn't know what to do then.
Like,
she'd be standing there like,
I'd be like, okay, and I would lube my whole hand and go 4 fingers.
You'd be like this.
Right.
You'd be like, "Oh,
I'd
sweet
get,
mistress,
what they call it,
look
the minivan, the minivan, 2 in the front, 4 in the back. He doesn't have a front. I would stick 2 fingers in his mouth and just choke him as I'm sticking 4 in his ass. I'd be like,
That's called a Chinese finger trap.
that's. So it's
Good to know.
What's called the minivan for women. The gay version is a Chinese finger trap. Gotcha. All right.
Cool. So what do we rate that beer?
What was it? I'll give it like a 3.5. It wasn't bad.
I'm gonna give it a 4.
I mean, it was. I would drink a whole one, but I don't think I would drink it. I wouldn't purposely drink it again. But if it was there and offered to me, I'd be like, yeah,
It's
I'll
not my
shake
favorite
some.
Flying Monkeys. Definitely a 4. It was good, but like as it like warmed up, it was starting to get kind of like a sour, bitter taste that I didn't care for.
But I wish it would have been a tad bit sweeter and more cotton candy-ish.
I agree.
That would
I
have been
didn't
really
get the
fucking
cotton
good if it
candy
was.
in it.
Yeah.
I got the cotton candy once I knew what I was tasting, but I couldn't figure out that it was cotton candy without
It burps
knowing ahead
good.
of time, you know
I
what I'm
think it
saying?
was hoppy. What else do you guys think?
Definitely some strawberry there, some sweetness.
Strawberry.
Let's see. A little bit bitter. Have a bitter taste to it.
It
Little
did
bitter.
have some bitterness. Bitter beer face.
Whoa.
Anything else, friends?
Nah, that's about what I got on that one.
Nope.
So what have we learned this week, kids?
That Ron's definitely gonna like it if I finger his butthole.
I've learned that you want to finger my butthole.
For scientific reasons.
For
To
science.
see if
Science, right. Science.
For
It wouldn't be my own pleasure. My pleasure in it would be to like turn you away from like myself and women. So you'd be like, oh, I'm totally into dudes now, and I'd be like, sweet.
Missy's got some like dommy
This is
mommy
gonna
shit going
backfire
on
on
there.
her.
She's got some dommy mommy shit on there because what she's gonna do later, she's like, you know, I don't think that finger is enough. She'll pull out like a double-sided dildo and be like fucking herself and fucking me in the ass.
No,
I feel like
wouldn't-
Missy looked very experienced when she was like demonstrating putting her fingers in.
So whose butthole have you been fingering, dear,
I have not fingered anybody's butthole.
this week?
No, I mean, you know, like, if you want to say that, it's cool. I'll admit to it because it's just fingering a butthole. There's nothing wrong with fingering a butthole.
Except for when you pull poop out.
Whew.
Pull
Ron
finger.
sounds like he knows from experience.
No.
It took him a little while to deny
I
that.
think he turned red too.
Yeah. Those who only listen, get on our third part and
Episode
watch
7?
this. Yes, and let us know if you think he turned red and embarrassed as if he actually did pull poop out of somebody's butthole.
With my teeth in my tongue.
Yummy.
Alrighty.
Tasted like
All
hot
right,
chocolate.
is that
Did
it?
you learn anything?
I said I learned that Missy seemed very experienced with her fingers.
She did. So, once again, like I said earlier, we are on your favorite YouTube channel, misBEERhavior. We are on your favorite podcast services, Spotify, Apple, whatever the fuck else is out there. I don't know. I didn't pay that close attention.
Check out our one TikTok video or two. I can't remember how many.
Is
I
it
made.
one or two?
It's just like one or two.
Cool.
So,
We got to get some more. I got to come up with ideas.
We're bad.
That's right.
so
We're busy adults.
We're
Okay?
busy adults, and I'm still learning.
I will probably do something maybe live this Saturday for Mailmatic with a live video on my crappy phone. I
You
maybe
should.
will, maybe I'm not. We
Do
need to
something live on our Facebook page.
Yes.
Ailmatic and
Hairless hair.
The hairless hair.
So,
We did an episode before there.
We did. Check
Yeah.
out our strobing butt plug. You can find our hairless hair
Was one
that
of-
we went and ate and drank some stuff at.
Yeah. So,
Is that it? We done?
Sounds like it's it.
We,
Like, subscribe, share, misBEERhavior.com.
love you fuckers.